Ancient cultures, women were revered, praised, and worshipped for their regenerative abilities. Doja Cat's new album, she produced one of the first songs off of that album. The music video garnered a lot of negative attention because of the character Scarlet. This character was covered in blood. This symbolically represents the shedding of the blood in a woman's uterus. And this symbolically represents rebirth and regeneration. It's very similar to the movie Carrie. When she started her menstrual cycle, she went through a rebirth and her abilities awakened. Women are magical. The womb is magical. It holds a lot of wisdom. You can see this represented throughout our entire culture. We've been systematically programmed to think that blood is negative, but blood holds life, and especially for women that shed impurities every month. We can also see this in religion. When Christ died for the remission of our sins, that his blood was shed. If you look at the symbol of the cross, which represents the 4 quadrants of the brain, you look at the figure of Christ on the cross, that this looks a lot like the reproductive system of a woman with the ovaries. This is also symbolically tied to the sign and the symbol of Aries and what happens in Aries season. That's where Christ dies and is resurrected. Death, burial, and resurrection. During Aries season, that's where we have Easter, the celebration of the East Star, the sun. That's where we have the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. Christ represents the higher mind. Blood being shed for the remission of the sins. So the sins represent the accumulation in the womb. Women hold on to pain, heartache. They even hold on to wisdom in their womb. So when the womb is out of balance, this has to be shed every month so they can be reborn. The divine feminine is hidden within all the symbols in all the religion, in all movies, in our society. It is equally represented, if not even more so, than the masculine principle. The masculine principle has overtaken the divine feminine essence, but it is truly inlaid symbolically and esoterically within our culture, in frequencies, encoded in frequencies in our music, encoded in symbols in our movies, in our media. Even with the word menstrual, they have the word mens in there to try to take away the power of the divine feminine, regenerative properties and abilities. They have taken a lot of the ancient knowledge and practices and they have demonized them to take away our power. But through our awakening process, through this new age that we have been so lucky and so blessed to be incarnated in, that we can take that power back through tapping into the divine feminine energy.